Let's get creative. All right, guys, so the exciting part is setting your jewelry. So once your jewelry or your resin has set, hopefully you've waited at least 72 hours for your pieces to dry. They should be dry to the touch, and now we're ready to pop them out of the molds. So here I made a bangle bracelet. I'll just show you, it's a little bit tricky. Sometimes the silicone mold sticks to that, to the resin a little bit, but it should be completely cured, and you will definitely have some jagged, rough areas. So what you will find in your kit is a little teeny piece of sandpaper, and that's going to be enough for you to sand away those little rough edges. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these pieces out and show you how we can sand them and prep them. Now you have two sides. If you didn't fill up your mold all the way, you'll have this concave edge that's a little bit rough. And then you have another side. So you decide if this is the front or the back. And it just is a personal preference, which one you like the best. Now this one I just left clear and added some little fun flowers in that. Now it's a little bit raised on one side, so depending on what side you like best, I think I'm actually gonna keep that in the front. So move your mold aside. I don't recommend washing this out with soap and water. To be honest, the best way I have found to clean your mold to reuse is just pick off those little pieces. So you can have fun pushing the molds out and then using your little fingers to pick off any extra little bits of resin that are stuck in there. If you have a good blow gun, sometimes you may have a little air gun to clean out your keyboard. That little intense blow of air will help get any dust particles out of there as well, because the silicone molds are very, they attract all kinds of dust and dirt. So it's very easy to get it dirty. But you can also just tap it with your hand, get any little loose particles off. But if it's if it's stuck inside your mold, go ahead and just pick it out. All right, so prepping for jewelry. I'm gonna take this, actually I'm gonna take a little larger piece so it'll be easier to see. Now I use some pretty metallic colors in there. I'm gonna take a piece of sandpaper and I'm just gonna be rubbing on the edge. I'm trying not to interfere with scratching the middle surface, so stick with the edge. Bend your sandpaper and kind of cup it like that to get both of the sides, but one side is typically more smooth than the other. So really you just need a gentle sand just on the edge. Holding it nice and tight with one hand, sanding the edge for the other. Now this is a charm that already has a little hole. So take that charm, just wipe it off on a piece of cloth or your apron and give it a nice sand just on those edges. So I quite like that charm the way it is. I think I'm going to use that for the front. If you have charms that already have a hole, all you have to do is just go to your local arts and crafts shop and buy a cord, stick the cord in and hang it, and there's your necklace. I also have a few little charms that have a little, we call these jump rings. So if you wanted to sand your piece and add a jump ring, you can also find those at Spotlight or your local craft store. They'll have these jump rings, and try to make them the bigger the better, or you can create your own using a piece of wire that you have. I also have some tools. I just bought this set from eBay, and it comes with a variety of different pliers and tools, perfect for making jewelry. And using these tools, is what I used to put my little jump ring on. There you go. So I'll set those ones aside. And look how cute that is with little flowers. I thought those turned out very sweet. So this beauty, this triangle has turquoise and metallic bronze. And I quite like this side that has those really sharp edges. So I'm going to take that sandpaper and rub out that sharp edge. You don't need to rub it, or you don't need to sand it down completely till it's flush. Just is enough that you're going to get that sharp edge off. Now, one way to set this so it doesn't have that really dry frame around it like this charm. See where I sanded it? It has a like that really dry edge around it. So in order to get that away, one tip is to take some clear nail polish and brush it on. I wouldn't recommend adding any oil because it'll make your resin charm really slippery. But if you just wanted to paint a little bit of clear nail polish on that edge, that'll take care of that. So that one has a smaller edge. And just a little teeny bit of nail polish will work really well. So I've got this one sanded, but it doesn't have a hole. So how am I going to create that into a charm? Well, you also have in your jewelry pack, you have this tool. Now this is like a drill with a little teeny drill bit in it. Now the way you put this drill bit in, the little screw part is the tip, the flat part you insert into the drill. So to put it in, you have, it looks like a little cross. To make that cross wider, you turn it to the left. See how the cross is going down? It's opening. You push your little drill bit in, and then you're gonna turn it to tighten it. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now you can decide where you wanna put that hole into your charm. Is it going to be on the top? Is it going to be right here? So you decide. Right there. So this is a very important step that you don't want to get wrong, because this tool is very sharp. If you're pushing into your charm and it slips, it can puncture your skin. So be very careful when you're doing this step that you're holding the charm, and this is a cool little piece that spins, and use that to your advantage. So I have that drill lodged into my hand like so. And I'm just twisting and twisting and twisting. So this is going to create a little hole for your eye ring to screw in. You should also have that in your kit. So now I'm just gonna take that out, and as you can see, I have a little hole in there. Take your little tool. I'm going to be using some pliers to hold that, and that little screw is going to go in the hole you just created. Now you just screw that charm on. Nice and carefully. Try to make it nice and straight, otherwise the tip of that screw will poke out to the other side, and that's not good. I am putting some force, so I am kind of pushing the charm in and pushing the pliers in as well. But I'm holding on to most of that screw with my pliers. then straighten it with your pliers. There you go. So that charm is ready to go. That one, this one had a hole, so I didn't have to screw in a eye hook. So you have many of these. You can try creating little inserts using your little drill. Again, find the center, hold it nice and tight, and start twisting. Remember, this part twists, so use that to your advantage. Stick that into your hand and start twisting. Pieces of resin will start coming out, and you know that you're drilling a little hole in there for your screw to go in. So there you have it. Very easy way of creating or of turning your molds into a functional piece of art to wear. I hope you enjoyed this class. We would love to see your creations. You can hop on to our Instagram page at @theseedcw, or you can tag us at #theseed. Pretty. All right, have a good day. See ya.